Hello everyone and welcome back. As you all are aware that the subject with which I am dealing is known as health education and community pharmacy. Now in a simpler sense, we can say health education means educating the people or community or a group of people, society you can say, with regard to the various aspects of health. That is a simpler way to understand health education. And community pharmacy means, as a pharmacist, what role we can play for betterment of our community or our society or the people with which we come in contact, thereby achieving the objective of health for all. Friends, when we define health education, it can be defined as health education is a process that informs, motivates, and helps people to adopt and maintain healthy practices and lifestyle. Also, advocates environmental changes that are needed to achieve this goal. This goal means which goal? Adopt and maintain healthy practices. And conducts professional training and research to the same end. To the same end means to achieve same objective, that is adopting and maintaining healthy practices. Once again, I am repeating the definition of health education. Health education is a process that informs, motivates, and helps people to adopt and maintain healthy practices and lifestyle. Advocates environmental changes that are needed to achieve this goal and conducts professional training and research to the same end. This definition says that health education is a process. That means it is a continuous thing. It is not like that the information which we have got in our childhood or in our schools or in our colleges will be sufficient throughout the life for maintaining our health. The best example is this COVID-19 pandemic. Whatever information we had about maintaining health will not be applicable for COVID-19. We have seen that one needs to have a social distancing. One needs to use mask. One needs to wash hands continuously. So, the things goes on changing, and in those changing environment, we need to maintain our health. So that's why we need to have a continuous education. That's why we have used the word process. Then we have seen health education informs. What it gives? It gives the information. Say about the various diseases, the signs and symptoms, the causative agents, the preventive measures, etc., etc. So it informs, it gives all the informations which is required for maintaining health of an individual. Then it motivates. Not only it gives information, it motivates the people by showing the bad effects. Say for example, a person is having a bad habit of drinking alcohol and smoking. Now it will be very difficult to change your habits suddenly, which you are following say for last 5 years, 10 years or so. But once you come to know constantly after giving you information that so and so things will happen because of this continuous use, you will have a cancer. What are the bad effects of cancer? By showing various pictures of a cancer patient, when you will go to any civil hospital, you will find, particularly in oncology department, you will find that there are various pictures which are displayed on the walls, or charts which are displayed on the walls, and they are such horrible pictures that by looking at those pictures you will definitely will say that I will never use tobacco, I will never smoke, I will never eat betel nut, or so on. So health education not only informs the people, but it continuously motivates the people to change themselves. If they are living in a particular environment which is not suitable for their health, so health education suggests it, it motivates it to change the environment, to change the lifestyle, to change the habits, etc. Then again, it guides you, it helps you. You means people. How it helps? Say for example, health professionals or health education professionals, they give information to the people that the importance of family planning is so and so, that by following the norms of small family, you can do justice with your family, you can do better welfare of the family, you can take better care of your children, you can give everything what they want. But if you have a number of children, then it will have a bad effect on the mother. Then again, children has to suffer, they have to compromise, etc., etc. So this is just giving important information. Now, how to achieve this objective if you want to plan the family? So these professionals helps the people that you will so and so methods if one follows, then they can keep their family restricted or small family. So which are the methods available, from where they can get the things which are required for that. So they can guide the people to health services which are available for them, to use those services. So in this way, health education is not just giving information, it is giving information, motivating the people, helping the people. Then again, in the definition we have seen that it also includes training the people, giving professional training. See, the health workers who have handled COVID patients, they were trained properly so that they should not suffer and they can help the people. Now, dry run is going on for COVID vaccination. Why dry run? It is one sort of professional training about the successful vaccination. So health education also includes professional training. It also includes carrying out the research on a particular thing. Say for example, this COVID pandemic, it has created a new area for research. Now henceforth, number of health professionals will work on the work on this COVID virus. They will try to find out medicines and be ready for such pandemic in the future. So in a nutshell, what I want to say is, health education is a continuous process which informs the people, which motivates the people, which helps the people or which guides the people for changing their environment, for changing their habits, for changing their lifestyle, for adopting the public health facilities which are available for them, then for professional training, it trains people professionally, it carries out research, and the ultimate objective of the subject is to achieve healthy society, to make the society healthy, to achieve the goal of health for all. Okay, to help people to adopt and maintain healthy practices in their life. Okay, so now you might have understood the importance of this subject. It is the basic thing for community health. If you want to have a healthy community, health education is the primary and basic thing which you can do. And that's why when you go through your school days syllabus, college syllabus, and even in diploma or in degree, you have got such subject, because continuous knowledge is required. And when you educate the people through their schooling, through their college life, definitely they can inculcate, they can adopt those habits, healthy habits, because they know the importance of that, and they can live a healthy, happy and better life. Friends, now we are switching our discussion to the first topic of our syllabus, that is called as concept of health. In your 11th and 12th, you might have came across the definition of health. That health is a state of complete physical, mental, social well-being, and not merely the presence of disease or disorder. This is the simplest definition you might have come across. Okay. Now, friends, when you talk with different people, or what I can say, that different people have different perspective about health. Say for example, if you ask a dentist that how would you define health, he will say, according to me, if a person is having 32 teeth, if he is not smelling badly, or if a foul mouth odor is not there, and if his teeth are healthy, according to me, he is a healthy person, because I am a dentist. For example, if you ask a cardiologist, he will say if an individual's heart is working perfectly and properly, if his blood pressure is maintaining constantly within the limits, and if his heart sounds normal, then according to me, that person is healthy. Say for example, when you talk with a psychiatrist, he will say, since I deal with the mental health of an individual, if a person is responding properly and according to the situation, and he is behaving normally in the society, then if his mental health is perfect, then according to me, he is a healthy person. So what I want to say, that different people will have different perspective about the health. So we must have a common and a precise and a universal definition which can define health and which will be applicable to all.